Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the channel and thank you for your patience. This is going to be an energy check-in, again for the energy of love, but this is love truths. So anything that you need to know about any kind of relationship, whether it's family, romantic, anything that resonates for you, relationship-wise, or where there is the energy of love, especially during Cancer month. It's all about relationships. It's all about emotional expression in a healthy way and about truth. Some of you Sagis have been working really hard here, putting a lot of effort into your craft. There's some consistent effort that you've been putting in here. So maybe, it's love for your work as well. So let's see what comes through, Sagittarius. I do feel like you're either studying or working on something consistently, mastering your craft. Okay, Sag, for the energy of Sag, collective, sun and strong placement, spirit, please and thank you. Messages of truth in love, in relationships, any kind of love energy as it applies to Sagittarius. The strongest messages, please come through. If this isn't your story, don't make it your story, Sag. The strongest messages are always going to come through. So let's see what is going on, Spirit. Only messages of light and guidance. Negative energy must leave the space now. Okay, there's some grief going on here, Sag. There's this, a sense of loss, a sense of regret, a sense of nostalgia about what could have been, maybe. Card of Scorpio. So this is quite a heavy emotion. And in relationships, it sometimes relates to like a low-key depression, especially after, an ending of a relationship or when missing someone that you are not able to be in communication with. It is water energy, so it has to do with the emotion. And that dark veil that he's wearing, around his shoulders, or the dark cloak that he's wearing, Scorpio energy again. You could be keeping this from other people or trying to deal with this internally, Sag, and not really communicating what it is that you are feeling to anyone else. It is a minor arcana though, so I don't see it as too heavy of an energy, but there is a sense of loss and grief here, Sag. And this could be you or your person for the cross watchers. What you are missing is someone that was very nurturing, someone that you had a very strong emotional bond with. Card of Cancer, the Queen of Cups. And again, Cancer is about nurturing. It's about kindness. It's about giving. It is about homemaking. I'm hearing that for some of you, this person would share their food with you. It's about making a meal or cooking for you or just nurturing you, mind, body, and soul, Sag, even intellectually. But again, another emotional energy. So you are missing the sense of safety and nurturing and kindness that you had in this connection. It is Cancer season, so maybe that is significant as well, Sagittarius, that this season is really important for your emotional integration and your peace about the situation. Judgment, second chances, another card of Scorpio. So some of you could have strong Scorpio placements, and I do see that with a lot of Sagittarians. But this is about second chances. This is about whether you are going to evolve and make something of this connection, Sagittarius. It's a decision to evolve beyond what has happened in the past. It's a wake-up call, calling you to step into your higher self, to evolve into the next version of yourself. It is Archangel Gabriel, which is a yellow energy, and that for me is always the solar plexus energy. So it has to do with your sense of identity, your sense of self-worth was maybe in some way affected by this connection. and you are feeling regret about this. So there is a second chance possible here. There's a call to action here, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, I know you generally don't like to communicate your emotions without processing them first. You would rather, communicate those emotions in a symbolic way through poetry or through music or through something else creative. But this is calling on you to reflect on whether there is an opportunity to evolve this connection, and whether there is an opportunity to have a second chance in this connection. But it is also about vulnerability, Sag. So I'm getting an energy of pride that is maybe, and that's not for all of you, but I am picking up an energy of pride that is maybe holding you back from saying something or reaching out or expressing your emotion. Wheel of Fortune, there is definitely going to be a positive change in the situation. This is your card, Sagittarius. So that's a beautiful confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. The Wheel of Fortune, card of Sagittarius, it's about movement through the fixed energies. It's about an evolution. It's about a rising of spiritual wisdom, a rising of an internal wisdom, the descent of, the heavier emotions, or the processing of the heavier emotions that allows this wheel to turn. It's also the fixed energies, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo, that can hold this wheel in place. But once we get past, the Leo energy of pride, the Taurus energy of stubbornness, the Aquarian energy of bypassing emotion, and the Scorpio energy of hiding or hiding behind the veil, those energies are coming out for you, Sagittarius. So you are challenging yourself to step out of your comfort zone and to do something different than what you would normally do. And that is going to cause this wheel to shift. It is divine timing as well, and it is being guided by your guides, your spirit guides, ancestors, angels, source, and your persons as well. Beautiful energy here, Sag. At the bottom of the deck is again the confusion that I'm getting about what to do in this situation. Patiently waiting, and this might be the stubbornness. Sag is waiting for someone else to come forward or waiting for a sign. But whatever you've been doing hasn't been working. So you've planted all these seeds, but it hasn't led anywhere. And so the question right now is, how do you pivot? What is your new direction? What is the new way that you are going to show up in the situation? Again, the confusion of it. But this is also a card about, ceasing the overthinking or taming the overthinking and tapping into your heart space and your feeling space and your intuition about what to do next, Sag. Okay, let's see. What's next for Sag Spirit? Any other truths they need to know about their person? Truths that they need to know about what to do moving forward? Anything in closing? What is the outcome of this connection for Sagittarius? Please and thank you. This could also be a mother energy for some of you, Sagittarius, that you are missing, because I am getting an energy of a mother that has passed as well, or a grandmother that has passed, that is watching over you, that is still very connected to you, Sag. And that could also be related to the grief and the loss that we were picking up in the beginning. But that's just for some of you. When my hair starts tingling, it's usually when, spirit, especially people that have crossed over are trying to communicate. And I am getting a mother, grandmother energy, a matriarchal energy that wants to let someone know that they are with them and that they are at peace and that they are okay. The Lovers, there's a decision here to be made, Sag. The Lovers, card of Gemini, major arcana. And again, you've got two major arcana, Scorpio, Sag, now Gemini. So there's a lot going on, with regards to divine timing and balancing in the situation. And this has to do with balancing your masculine and feminine. Maybe you've been in masculine energy, trying to take control of the situation, taking action. It's the chaser energy, or feminine energy is sometimes, can be, if it's not in balance, lacking in the ability to receive or in the ability to take action. So, besides the Lover's card being about a passionate love affair, being about a soul connection, it is also about balancing your energy so that you know when to take action and you know when to receive and surrender into this connection, Sag. And this card, this deck, it's so interesting because she has a tattoo of a bow and arrow, even though it's a card of Gemini. That is your symbol, Sagittarius, and it's on the feminine energy here. So I'm getting the sense that your ability to receive is really important. And maybe some of you have a guilt or shame and an unworthiness around receiving love, which is a theme that has been coming up for me a lot in my body emotion code work that I do. For almost all of the clients, this theme of shame and unworthiness keeps repeating itself. So this could be something that you relate to, Sag, and that affects your ability to receive love, and to feel deserving of love, of true love, of a true soul connection. Anything else for Sag? So you've been hermiting, Sag. You've been hermiting, but maybe this is also about integrating lessons from this connection. And again, it's got to do with something to do with your self-worth and self-awareness, the inner child, which is Leo energy, the solar plexus, your identity, your self-worth, your self-awareness, how you want to show up in the world, and your purpose in the world, and where you find your purpose to be. And that can also give you insight into what connections are aligned with you and which connections aren't. Sagittarius, God of Virgo, Virgo energy. So maybe it is required, that you've taken some time out, and that was important for the balance. But I feel like you are coming out of this hermit energy, Sag. Slowly, but you are coming out of it. Last card, trust your intuition, Sagittarius. So allow yourself to tap into, if there is telepathy in this connection, whatever this emotional connection is, there are divine messages and signs that you have been getting that this is a significant connection. This is a new beginning. It's a new cycle. It's a passionate new cycle, but it's also about igniting creativity and spiritual evolution. So opening up the third eye, the pineal gland, and allowing the downloads to come through. And this can be through prayer as well, Sagittarius. So if this is a situation that is confusing, what is going to help is this energy of stilling the mind and listening to what comes through from spirit. Because, we are always in communication with spirit, especially you, Sagittarius. There's something different about Sag energy that has a unique thread and connection to the divine or to the source of knowledge. So trust that energy, Sagittarius. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. But until next time, Saggy, I'm sending you so much love.